at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.
The land is sacred. These words are at the core of your being. The land is our mother. The rivers our blood. Take our land away and we die. That is, the Indian in us dies. Mary Bravebird, Lakota.
Pray for our planet. Something's going wrong. Pray for our planet. Something's going wrong. Coal mines compromise the drip in her skin. The killing of the nature is a terrible sin. Pray for our planet. Something's going wrong. Plagues and disease, violence everywhere. They're killing all the nature and nobody cares. Anger and hate, all they want to do is fight. I pray to the Father on this sacred side. It's gonna be alright. Get some tobacco. Grab your safe. Paint your pony. Paint your face. Raise your feather at a sacred place. Mother Earth is dying. It's a damn disgrace. Plagues and disease, violence everywhere. They're killing all the nature and nobody cares. Anger and hate is all they want to do is fight. I pray to the Father on this sacred side. It's gonna be alright. Joy and peace back in our lives. No more destruction of our sacred sites. Let's pray together and tell the world no more hatred and no more lies. Your skin color, race, religion, other people's opinion will not divide us. Will not divide us.
opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at MB Radio.
Welcome back to the Bond of Six. I am Coach C, and we're still talking about the auto conversation. That's the authentic, transparent, and open conversation. Alrighty, and we're stepping back into from the book, The Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg, one of those. We are now on one of the tips that was in the book, and that's to avoid blame and criticism. Much like the I statement, you want to reframe that pattern of blaming others for your feelings, taking that ownership. That's why it's important to use the I feel this, and because of the circumstance. So always expressing what you need or desire in a positive way. So we're still maintaining the conversation to be productive, to address that burden or that problem or what was triggering you, instead of addressing your choice of words and just losing total focus and everybody's feeling unheard. You want to encourage empathy. And this is all interconnected by you acknowledging your feelings, and not only your feelings and your needs and the feelings and needs of your partner. By both of you doing that is showing that genuine interest in the experience. And the more you do that, the more it becomes that safe space to be able to talk to each other and to support each other through things, instead of looking at it as though it's nagging or, oh, you're pointing something else out. If you just listen to it, and of course it becomes those choice of words, how it's delivered to you. So just being mindful of that and staying on the issue, and not just en- encasing the person in talking about that person, or blaming them, criticizing them, belittling them, but looking at, hey, this is triggering me. This makes me feel this way because, and explain that experience of what led you to this, so you both can work through it, and the person can give that apology and start having reconciliation. Another is the request rather than demand. Okay, for an independent person like myself, ooh, to get mediocrity out of me is to tell me, you need to do this right now. And it's like, ooh, I'm an adult now. I need you to use different types of words with me. But when you are seeking change, make just clear requests instead of demands. Again, that's just allowing each of you to be on the same level as partners. It invites more cooperation, and it reinforces that sense of mutual respect between each other. And ultimately, create that safe space to have this dialogue by just picking all these things, talking to each other in the space of wanting to hear, instead of like, okay, I got you. I knew you were going to say that, hearing the problems and owning your feelings and your exampleship, because not everybody's going to arrive at the destination at the same time, but you will both be going there if you just take just a little bit of time and practice that grace and give each other that space and allow each other to be heard. You will get there. And remember, the goal is not to eliminate any disagreements, but to express yourself constructively and to listen with empathy. So continue, please. Find a way to practice that authentic, transparent, and open communication. You can have a stronger and more resilient relationship through it. Let me go check out the comments. Up. The Guru Joel has given me the fire emoji, so okay, I'm doing great in the world. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, feel free to leave comments or ask questions. I'm curious to know, do any of you have that difficulty, especially when you're heated, stepping back and not letting the person, reading them their rights and telling them about themselves, but telling them about what has triggered you? I can tell you for myself, it was a bit difficult transitioning to, or just being mindful of using that verbiage, because there's something about being hurt. There's not something, it's being hurt. That emotion can take over and get in the driving seat and cause a lot of turmoil. This is like, hey, I'm hurt, and we're gonna make sure everybody else's feelings are hurt. And yeah, it's at the end, it's causing, so the thing that you needed to fix won't be able to get fixed, because now you have to go and take care of all these other emotions and to even get back to that topic. So for myself, what really made me be mindful of how I spoke was that becoming a mother, and like thinking about, man, if I was to walk in a room and heard my child speaking like this, I would pull her to the side and talk and like, hey, what's going on? So I was just being more mindful of the way I talk, because I wouldn't want that. So yeah, be mindful of those word choices, because they can put you in a space that you weren't even intending to be in, and you'll be like, why did I say that? Okay, so we're gonna go on another commercial break, and we'll be back. Oh, and by the way, hey, we like to feature artists over here, creatives over here. So please reach out at the bond of 6 at nbrradio.us and let me know what music, song, poetry, or if you have different services, let me know. I would like to feature it on the podcast to get it out to the rest of the community.
Introducing LT Defense Tactical Gear, your ultimate solution for top-notch protection and performance in the field. Our armor bundles provide unmatched safety and comfort, while our battle belts and holsters ensure quick and easy access to your gear. Stay prepared for any situation with our high-quality medical supplies, designed to keep you ready for action at all times. Looking to enhance your skills? Our firearms training programs will take your proficiency to the next level. Trust LT Defense for all your tactical gear needs and gear up for success on the battlefield.
First sip of cold beer from my old man when I was 8 years old. He taught me to cheer for Earnhardt when he put the 24 in the wall. Came homes popping, cats pulling up a truck line off a no-name road. I can try to change, but I already know I can't help it if my draw's a little too strong. I was raised on cranking up a country song. I was born and bred on a little cornbread in my backwoods style's homegrown. You might think I'm wild and reckless. I can't help it. Learned how to drive in Pops S10 with a 4-speed on the floor. And that brake barrel 410 broke in, shooting them coke cans off the porch. Sitting out back, throwing gas on a pine pallet fire with a little bit of smoke. I can try to change, but I already know I can't help it if my draw's a little too strong. I was raised on cranking up a country song. I was born and bred on a little cornbread in my backwoods style's homegrown. You might think I'm wild and reckless. I can't help it. I can't help if I stomp my boots too hard on a Friday night. I can't help if I throw my hands on some loudmouth in a bar fight. You might think I'm a wild ass redneck. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it if my draw's a little too. I was raised on cranking up a country song. I was born and bred on a little cornbread in my backwoods style's homegrown. You might think I'm wild and reckless. I can't help it. I can't help it. Lord, I can't help it.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at MB Radio.
Aloha hooya. Welcome back to the Bonus Six. We're talking about having auto combo, that authentic, transparent, and open conversation. And today we brought some tips from a book by Marshall Rosenberg called nonviolent communication. In this space, thinking about being open and getting in touch with your feelings, I'll be remiss if I don't speak on making sure that regardless of your circumstance, we can understand that life can sometimes present overwhelming challenges, and it's important to know that you're not alone. In desperate times, reaching out for help is a vital step toward finding support and solutions. So today I want to share some valuable helplines that are available to assist you during difficult moments. These resources are staffed by trained professionals who can provide you guidance, support, and a listening ear. And remember, reaching out for help is a sign of strength. These helplines is not, of course, 911, any type of emergencies, but there's a 988 number out there that deals with suicide and crisis. If you're feeling like you want to harm yourself or somebody else, 988. And for all the other things, if you need housing, food, different resources, doing healthcare, 211. So help comes, and it's just 3 numbers away. And then, of course, you have your community here. You can reach out to me. You have your local medical staffs. There's so much support out there for you, but no one will know how to support you or how to help you if you don't reach out or let them know. You deserve support, and there are people ready to help you through your tough times. So please reach out. It's so important. So please feel free to do a screenshot, or I'll also make sure I include it when I on my different sites. But reach out. So not only are those these numbers here, the 911, 988, and 211, there's also other resources. So there's a national helpline, the 800-442-4673, a national hope line, hope, just give encouragement. Another national suicide prevention lifeline, 800-273-8255. Again, 800-273-8255. Our youth, oh my goodness, just thinking about the youth and the things that they had to experience with COVID. For me, when I was growing up, the worst thing I had was the chickenpox outbreak. And then of course there was other things, but to be in a space where you had to be locked up and you're seeing constant death, that was a lot for our youth to endure. There's a hotline out there, and this one is monitored by trained teams, so someone that can speak on their level to them. So it's 877-968-8454. That's a teen counseling hotline. And then I know they like to text, so you can text teen to 839-863. So many resources out there. And again, I'll make sure to place it on my sites. Reaching out for help. It is okay. It's okay to reach out for help. There are people who are there for you. There's more people who want to support you than you know. Just have to lift a hand and they'll be ready and available. And I also encourage everybody in the community, be mindful of how you talk about getting help. when I was coming up, hearing someone saying, oh, that they had to talk to a therapist, we automatically, a lot of people automatically associated with, oof, need to avoid you. You are, something's wrong with you. And yeah, there's something wrong with all of us, but this person is doing something right and going to seek help to make a change. They recognize that, hey, I can't operate well on this level, so it's okay to get help. So just be mindful how we talk about it, because that can be the thing that prevents someone close to you from coming up and talking to you, or from going seeking help because they don't want to be characterized with that negative connotation wrapped around it. But for myself, getting talking to a counselor about just what I was enduring. At first, it started out as a couples therapy, but I was like, you know what? There's more things that I just need to talk about before I can even address things in a couple therapy, because I was really getting triggered in the couples therapy. Like, wait a minute. You're supposed to be telling him all the things he's doing wrong, what he needs to be doing better for me. And I was like, okay, I'm not in this. I'm in here ready to fight the therapist and my spouse. So I had to take a step and just work on myself to address things with myself and open my eyes about my belief system and about things that make me view those different things that trigger me a certain way. And once I was able to look at that and give myself the grace and mercy to start growing, it allowed me to, because I was doing it for myself, it allowed it to become easier to start practicing that with my spouse. I'm not perfect. Never stated that. Not perfect, but definitely being present in those circumstances and talking through it. And also, hey, you're going to grow a bit at a time. So it was, don't just jump full-fledged. Well, for myself, I was trying to dive all the way in and just emulate what I'm hearing and not looking at, okay, what is my capacity? So, just a little at a time. So it becomes that norm of how you operate. Right. So yeah, definitely seek help. Seek help. Because it's not only going to help you, support you through your changes, but those who are watching you, it makes it a bit easier for them to go and get the help they need to. It's that circle of community connection. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go take one last commercial break. Oh, also over here, I'm so grateful that we have a sponsor, the LT Defense. If you feel compelled to want to support the MBR, the Military Broadcast Radio community, please reach out. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you after the break.
Well, he spent 22 years in the army. We talked Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, and what I learned from him's worth more than anything anyone's bought me. That camo jacket with our last name, still in my closet to this day. There ain't enough money in the world you can give me to throw it away, 'cause I hold on to pictures and memories in that shadow box with everything still in it. Whenever he talked, I listened. So fly that flag in your front yard as high as you can, except for when we lose one, defending the land of the free. We're in the home of the brave. And pour one out for the ones who never made it home. Say a prayer for them mama as if she was your own. I can't wait to tell my boys about the wars we won. Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier's son. Cassette tapes he mailed home, I'd rewind them all night long. Cause when I closed my eyes, I felt like he wasn't gone. And mama did the best she could, raising 3 kids while he stood on the front lines from dawn to dusk in a gun-smoked skyline. So fly that flag in your front yard as high as you can, except for when we lose one, defending the land of the free. We're in the home of the brave. And pour one out for the ones who never made it home. Say a prayer for them mama as if she was your own. I can't wait to tell my boys about the wars we won. Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier's son. Proud to be a soldier's son. So I hold on to pictures and memories in that shadow box with everything still in it. Whenever he talked, I listened. And he said to fly that flag in your front yard as high as you can, except for when we lose one, defending the land of the free. Boy, you're in the home of the brave. So to this day, I pour one out for the ones who never made it home. Say a prayer for their mama as if she was my own. I can't wait to tell my boys about the wars we won. I can't wait to tell my boys about the wars we won. Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier's son.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.com.
Aloha, hoo-yah. Welcome back to Bana 6. We are still deep into the alto combo communication in such a way that it's authentic, transparent, and open. So I encourage you to please try some of the techniques that we discussed from the nonviolent communication. Overall is watching the words, your word choice, not doing the blame game, but actually addressing the topic. Do you want your words to be productive, or do you want your words to be a problem? What is your goal at the end of the conversation? So please consider that. And we can build, heal, and thrive in our relationships. So thank you once again for coming through. And please have a great week. Reach out on my email is thebonus6@mbrradio.us, or you can reach me on the bonus6 at Facebook, all the different social medias out there. All right. Until then, I will see you next Saturday at 8 a.m. Central. Have a blessed week.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.